So I am waiting for a friend of mine, Mark from Manic Fishing. You may have heard of him, he's got his own YouTube channel. But he's a boat angler, and I wonder whether those skills are transferable. He obviously knows about fishing and tides, the weather, and he knows a hell of a lot, bait presentation, things like that. How well do those things translate to beach fishing? He's going to have to cast a 14-foot beach rod, so we'll see how he gets on. I'm quite intrigued to know, really, and hopefully we can all learn a little bit together. He's very keen to get amongst these dabs. It'll be quite interesting. Quite an interesting swell out there. I don't know if you can see, but the tide's coming in left to right, which is east to west for us. And I've set up early on the beach. I've actually got into a couple of dabs already, so hopefully he will be able to catch his first fish from the beach for about 40 years, I think. As you can see, the conditions out there, a bit of swell, but the wind's dropped even though it's coming from the east. Cast up tide, and I'm letting the line sort of come round in a bit of a bow there. It's going to be using monofilament on his line. It's going to be easier, maybe bounce a lead across for the flounder if the dab don't really show. Well, bite there, isn't it? Fishing's been really good this February. It's both rods, so I don't know, take your pick. A little ledge here, just got to be careful when you bring the fish, even small ones, over it. It doesn't get buried by the shingle as that surf, as the surf moves out. Not quite chiseled, but this beach is building up here in Hastings. Lovely. They do take those bigger hooks still, don't they? That's almost one size 1 hook, so they do take those. Amazing to think that the actual world record's over £2, isn't it? And those are about 22 centimetres each. We are going to get a few. We might as well put these ones back. So there is an initial pull on that rod. It looks like it's a big fish, but it's actually overcoming the grip leads where the lead has stuck fast into this shingle and mixed ground here. And then as soon as you've pulled that out, you can tell if there's a little tap on there, then you have got a fish or two. It's a great feeling, but it really does work having those grip leads in, holds fast in the tide and presents the baits a bit better. That's all we're doing there with that big pull, and a bit of reeling in, which hopefully will lead to a few more fish before Mark arrives. angle. There's a rockling on there, look. Let's get these off. Good old dab. Always pleased to see you. So that's what I was sort of talking about earlier. You can add a little bit of a fish bait. Here we got sand eel on there. Or tip the lug with something like a sprat tail. Works as a bit of an attractant and makes for a neater bait as well. Or after a storm, they will be looking for those shellfish, so it's a good thing to have with you as bait if you're looking for dab this week. And that is a bloody great raven. They don't often come down on the beach unless there's some big shellfish being washed up, so I think that's a good sign. I do love the ravens. Amazing birds. They can fly upside down, you know. Yeah, there's a flounder. It's a little bit thinner there. Bigger sort of tail, grayer colour, and it's not rough, whereas the dabs are quite rough, aren't they? So nice to see one though. I did think we'd get one round about low tide. The Sonic AVX, it's just really easy to use, isn't it, as a fixed spool? And in addition, 3-hook flapper on here I think will go just enough to get that bait in, and hopefully it'll get some dab. This is actually part one of a 3-part series. We're going to be with Mark today, who's a boat angler with those transferable skills. Then we're going to take out a total beginner, someone that has never fished before. Anything could happen there. And then we'll be finishing it off with a match angler, a top match angler, who is the top of the tree. So be interesting to know how different people fish. He's got all the skills on the boat, and this is what he's turned up with here. Look at this. So he's got his boom, and he's got what looks like about 60-70 pound line. and then the beads on there, but there is no reason why he won't catch anything with this. I've guaranteed him a fish as well after what we've just had, so those with the lug. But sorry Mark.
Yeah, with the uptiding, with why they have this lead here is so that trace will lay down flat. I mean, obviously when you're pinned out there it will be sitting up, but when you're uptiding, obviously this should lay flat in the ground like that. But whether that'll do that on the beach, I don't know.
And I've just got to show you the rod setup he's got as well. He's got all the gear, hasn't he? Look at this. What have we got there, Mark?
So that's a Shimano Stella 5000. Yes, it's a lure reel, you know, for spinning and jigging, but it's ideal on this rod. And this is a Artico, which is what the England boat team use. That the England squad use, and I mean they actually use it longer, which is it's you know, I think this is long enough for the beach, let alone on a boat. I was really dubious about it, but I'm absolutely made up with it. But how it performs on the beach, I don't know.
It's going to go for lug,
which I think will be fine. And I'm going to put this tail on here then. They're really small hooks.
Size 4, I think.
Just leave a little bit out to attract, I suppose. And it's got a little bit of bling on there.
So Mark's over there. I just can't keep up with him. He's one of those people that are really fast in everything they do. He's already cast 2 rods out, caught a dab, put a dab back, and in about 38 seconds. So, but yeah, I mean, he obviously knows what he's doing in terms of the baiting up, so I just hope he gets something. Meanwhile, these rods are a bit quiet actually. I wonder whether we're at the start of the turn of the tide, right on low tide now. It tends to pick up when the tide turns. Looks like he's talking to himself, but he's filming for his channel. And you can see the tip. You get a bit closer, you can see the tip on that rod. Look at that. Glass tip on there.
Lovely, the action on it.
Really picks it out, doesn't it? So that glass tip's picking it out for him, but he also reckons you can get a tope on this sort of rod. Let's see how happy he is with the whiting. Yeah, a wry smile, I think. Well done, Mark, you're a champion. He's had bigger fish. If you want to see what else you can catch this time of year, and check out this video up on the top right hand corner. Well, I've really enjoyed that. What a thoroughly good fun fishing session that was. It was lovely to see Mark get a few fish, even though he's used to bigger and better fish from the boat. He was made up, I think, even with the whiting. So